bottling the Altbier. So again, I've been looking at where we're going with the Altbier, and what I decided to do is I batch prime this, and I used DME because I just wanted to add that minutest thing to mouthfeel and head. So this is what it looks like in the bowl. Colour is bang on for me on what an Altbier should look like. This has been, excuse me, this was shaken up, but head wise it's looking like it could work just from the shake. But I'm using mainly these 500ml flip tops. I've got them, so this is my last brew planned at the moment. I have a thought about a maple porter. I had a heavy cake yeast, heavy yeast bed cake. On this brew, and I was thinking I should have saved it, because my head says I'm going to do another one of these because it's mostly small batch, and I feel the next one I do I will save the yeast, so that's my plan, I think. There's a get-together kind of planned down at Harry's. I won't be able to go, sadly, because of the wife is not ready for me to leave her, and I can't have coverage. So won't be there, but in spirit will be there. And if you've never been, go, because it's a great day, great night. The morning can be a bit iffy, but we all used to go up on the train. I've been twice to Harry's, or was it 3? I'm not sure. I may have been 3 times to Harry's, but for sure twice. And what a great day out. The pub's brilliant. You get to walk around Retford. The town is really nice. You stay in a decent place, the lawns, no problems there. It's a great get together. You can swap stories, you meet people you've never met before. Harry's gonna probably let you have a walk through the brewery as well, which is brilliant. And I can only recommend that you go. Sadly, I won't be there, but hopefully by the next one I'll be able to make that. So yeah, enjoy. Just definitely stick your names down. It's on the brewing website. The home brew is, what do we call it, network? I don't know. I haven't been on there myself very often recently, but it's on there, and I think all the usual suspects are going. I think Rusty's going. Rusty will go, and a Big John, Red Dog, he'll definitely be going. This fermented for a good week and was solid, leveled out at 110-ish. And so I'm looking at a 4.8 beer, I think, 4.6, 4.08, we'll see, but that's what I've worked it out at, off the guides that I use. Normally I just stick a sugar capsule in my beers, but I just thought I'd try the DME and see how it did. So the Altbier was a super little bruisé when I had it, and air ferment has been fine. Everything about this beer looks good. It tastes fine. We'll see on the carb, but I think I'm about spot on. I used pearl hops. Was gonna use Tetnang, but I ended up just using pearl. And I kind of late hopped. I didn't go in, boiled for an hour, but I didn't put the hops in until 30 minutes into the boil. Just was not wanting to be super hoppy, and because the all beers I've drunk have not been super hoppy. There are a few moderner ones that are floating around these days, but that's not what I've done. I've gone for a more traditional alt beer. I'm not saying it's from 1838, but or older, because the history of this beer it does go back. So we're bottled up, and we've ended up with about 9 litres of beer, alt beer. It looks like this. Obviously not carb jet, but that's the kind of head I'm looking for when it finishes. The colour's good. I mean, the colour really is what I wanted. So that's all worked out. Proper easy brew. This whole thing has been like chilled. So we're going to label the bottles up and go from there. So what do I do now? Well, I'm going to put these in the bowl, and then they'll go in my alternative shed, which is an alley between us and our neighbour, which is nice and dark and can lager quite happily in there. And then we'll get them out. We'll test one early doors, and quite honestly, there is the tester. This is the other clear bottle I did in glass, and what I'll do is I'll also get a couple of alt beers, and we'll do a taste with an alt beer, commercial alt beer, against our alt beer. I think next year a trip to Düsseldorf, to the 7 breweries of Düsseldorf, might be an option. That's what I'm drinking at the moment, Estrella. I love the Estrella bowls, so it's cheaper to buy a case of Estrella than it is to purchase empty bottles. So it's what I do now. If you wanted to buy glass bottles, it costs more than a case of Estrella. So it's a no-brainer to me. Go buy Estrella. Which is also a decent lager. Right, next week I'm going to taste test my Helles beers against a commercial beer and see how far away we are before I've done this, so I'm not sure. Here's the cap I've had to use because I couldn't find my where I stuck my Big H Brewing caps. I put them somewhere for safety. Oh, so fucking there. Hair, just wash that. Do nothing with it. Okay. Altbier. is my update on the Altbier. Is it's carbing nicely, and there it is, clear, nice. Now I'm going to move this now. This is going out into this alley, and the alley is cold, so it'll go, and I'm going to leave it out there for about 5 weeks, I think, certainly a month, and then we'll see what we get from it. So Altbier, that's it. Thank you. And the next beer is going to be, I think, it could be a Doppelbock, but I'll let you know when we go with it. Okay, I'm thinking Doppelbock though.